What is up, everyone? Welcome back. I've had several requests as of late to do some more Bridear, so we're going to do that today. The track Goul was released in November. We're going to get into it. I'm looking forward to it. The one track I have heard from these ladies has been pretty outstanding, so I'm happier to dive into a little bit more of their catalog. And as I record this today, I wear the amazing Courage and Conformity shirt in remembrance of the passing of drummer Reed Mullen, who unfortunately just left us entirely too soon. So, Bridear, the track is Goul. Let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go. Interesting to get that heavy electronic sound. Seems like more and more you're starting to get that out of Japanese bands, and VK is starting to get a bit more of the influence. Shifted into that rock-like style these ladies are certainly known for. Like how forward the bass is of the mix, right in the middle of things where it should be. Riff has a bit of that punk edge to it. It's also got a little bit of that modern rock influence. It's interesting how forward the vocals are. Solid layering. I like that accent line by the guitar set. Cool little lick. Definitely weaving in that very pop punk vibe. I like the gated attack there with the stops in the chorus. I think they do a great job with their harmonization with both guitar players too. Great bass on there. Great rolls of Phil for the drummer. Stepped up the octaves there. Kind of expected that. I like how they do add that modern edge there with those breaks in the chorus, but guitar player here's got a cool lead tone. I love the trading solos that these ladies do. She's definitely got a little bit more of the chops. Nice little tap. That's a cool shift. I'd like to hear more of that from them, actually. The electronic accent there is a nice touch. The drum work is absolutely stellar. That's a great shift. Nice little tempo. Just the way they shifted the drum tempo to make that riff have a little bit different feel to it. But it's really interesting how they've cobbled together a lot of different elements into this track. That groove is awesome. All right, that was Bridear. That was Goul. And it's a fun track. There's some things I like about it, but I feel like they're capable of so much more than they offered here in this track because these ladies are fantastic musicians and they've got a lot of influences, and I don't feel like they've come, and at least with this track, they've completely dialed in the influences to the point where they all mesh cohesively in a single shot, in a single track setting. I feel like they might want to take some lessons from Muck in that respect, who does an absolutely amazing job of making all their influences cohesive. Because you get elements of power metal, you get elements of modern metal, you get some elements of classic rock, you get some really cool Priest and Maiden like harmonies at points. You get some of those very familiar VK like pop punk, alt rock elements that are certainly huge influences in the Japanese music and rock and metal scene as a whole. And there's a lot of different styles clashing, and I feel like it could be a bit more cohesive. Ladies are incredibly talented players, every single one of them. Their singers got a cool voice for what she's doing, but I also know she's got more power, so I wouldn't mind hearing some bigger notes to kind of accent things. Their drummer's amazing. She's almost understated, but she's so busy, which is one of the things I love about drummers. I prefer a busier drummer, and she's constantly accenting and filling and adding to the song without overplaying. Both guitar players are really solid. The bass work is stellar. I like how important that is to the sound and in the mix. I like some of those big modern elements, those chunky grooves towards the end of the track. But it doesn't hit me as hard as some of the other stuff I've heard from them. I think it's a solid track. I think it's a strong track. I think it's certainly an accessible track. So if you're putting out something to get people to grab onto you, I think it's good. But I've definitely heard tracks that I think are a bit better from them. So overall, I'll go back to it and I'll listen to it. It just doesn't hit me with the same power as some of the other stuff that I've covered from them. But I appreciate you guys asking for my opinion on it. I certainly do. I always love getting a chance to cover bands like this. I certainly hope to hear more from them in the near future. At some point, I actually get a chance to sit down and listen to a full record. What do you guys think about it? Do you think it compares to their other stuff? Do you think it's better or worse? Do you think they need to write a bit more cohesively or just play to their strengths as a band a bit more? I'd love to know what you have to think. Let me know what I have to say in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys. I love you. Thank you to my law enforcement, military, veterans, and first responders, what you do every day. As always, you guys have been awesome. I have been Baldman. I'll see you in the next one. Be excellent to each other. Keep headbanging.